here's the reality of things in terms of this whole back to masculinity kind of trend and movement that there's been, I think, within the certain political spectrum, right? And I agree to it to a certain degree. Like, for example, I think that men need to get back to being gentlemen, plain and simple, to being gentlemen, right? Here's what I don't agree with, though. And then I agree with a lot of things that, for example, Kirk said. Don't get religious. In terms of like religion, to me, religion was made to divide, not unite. If you really technically get down to it and think about it. Now, it also depends on perspective. So Kirk's perspective was really on the side of the good, right? And so, but a lot of times folks don't concentrate on that when it comes to religion. Different topic. What I wanted to touch on was when he said, get married as young as you can and have as many kids as you can. That's probably one of, if not the worst possible advice you can give young men, right? Or young women for that matter. Not everyone is meant to be a dad. Not everyone is meant to be a mom. Why on earth would you give that kind of advice, knowing the current state of the economy, right? Kind of tough out there right now. Have as many kids as you can, as early as you possibly can. So go completely bankrupt and in debt just to have kids. How are you supposed to take care of those kids? How are you supposed to be mature enough to take care of those kids? Mind you, I don't think you're ever really fully prepared and ready to be a parent until it actually happens. It's worse the younger you are. Generally speaking, some are way more mature than others at a younger age, and they're probably going to be just fine having kids, and that's perfectly fine. But not everyone's like that. So the whole narrative of him just pushing the religion on others, pushing it on others, that's the one piece that I didn't like and didn't agree. It's cool if you believe in all that, and if it works for you, congratulations. You're a better person for it. You're making the world a better place. I'm all for it. But for you to be pushing it on everybody and saying you should do this and you should do that based on what my religion teaches me, that's where it just kind of goes off track a little bit.